Wizard Mizgog. And a level 20 guy attacking a massive lesser demon here. Lesser, but still pretty big. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate description for it. Greyzag or Mizgog? What do we reckon? Let's try this guy first. Give me a quest. Give me a quest what? Give me a quest, please. Well, seeing as you asked nicely, I could do with some help. The wizard Greyzag next door decided he didn't like me, so he enlisted an army of hundreds of imps. Those imps stole all sorts of my things. Most of these things I don't really care about, just eggs and balls of string and things. But they stole my 4 magical beads. There was a red one, a yellow one, a black one, and a white one. These imps have now spread out all over the kingdom. Can you get my beads back for me? I'll try. That's great, thank you. Okay, so we have a new quest. A table bearing a curious device. What about this here? I don't want to know what's in those little urns. Interesting. What happens if we speak to Greyzag here? You're a fool, Vanderplank. Do you really think you'll find 4 imps out of thousands? Good luck. Okay. While he's doing that, we're going to head downstairs. We're going to go hunting for those imps. Now, it's going to take a while to collect all those beads because we're going to have to kill dozens of imps before we finally get the 4 drops we need. Once we have them though, while I'm going for those, I am going to... Interesting. This guy is back. Let's see if we can't go and kill him again later on. Yes, while I'm going for those beads, I'm going to be using the magic skill, and hopefully I will pick up a few levels. We're going to need better armor to complete harder quests, bigger enemies. We saw how quickly we were taking damage from just a level 13, and we are still fairly low level ourselves. But we're going to use, like I said, the bronze armor one final time. I'm going to avoid this guy. God, he's going for me already. He's really committed to keeping me away from whatever is over this direction. Let's put this air talisman back in here and pull out our armor again. Because we have one piece we're missing from our set. Pound is fine. So what is that? It's accurate, so better chance of hitting. And it does crush damage, which is what the Warhammer is good for. This is aggressive, so it does crush damage as well. That's going to work on our strength. We're going to work on just accurate. I think that's the best option. And to the north here, examine a highwayman. He holds up passers-by. Well, let's deal with him. Level 5. We're level 4. Stand and deliver. This increases our strength here. Why the hell not? Our armor is protecting us from this guy's attacks, but we're just not doing the damage. I seem to remember way back in the day, someone told me that you take less damage the lower your health is. That seems like a trick to get you get yourself killed, but maybe there is truth to it, I don't know. Come on, get these hits in. It's gonna be the longest highwayman fight ever. Note to self, don't use such a slow weapon as a warhammer. I got it because I thought it would be useful at killing that skeleton. Skeletons are slightly weaker to crush attacks than other weapons, but the attack rate is just so slow. And then down it goes, finally. Let's take the black cape. Complete our look here. And we'll take the bones as well, and we will bury the bones. I think this is our first bones we've buried. Look at it, we're almost at level 10. Let's eat one more of these to give us back to max health. I'm really not worried about running out of shrimp. I have hundreds. There we go though. And we have a cape that actually matches the purple of our helmet as well. That's nice. Right, next up, we're going to go and try and track down where some of the imps are roaming around. And once I find that area, I will come back and get some magic stuff and we will begin hunting for beads. I already know about the basics of crafting. Got any tips? Crafting armor would be the best way to progress, unless you have stock of gems for jewelry. And that is all he has to say now. I want to go around back to the tutors, because a number of them have things to say. Let's run here. I know the mining guy to the south. I've actually missed something that he might have said, because my mining level recently has been shooting up, all the way up to 40 now. I have enough ore mined that I should be able to get to level 33 smithing, which will allow me to craft a full plate body of iron. Which is hardly the best armor in the game, but still. Let's speak to the mining tutor here. Let's have a look. Any advice for the advanced miner? Get your pick from your bank and come back to mine. Investigate the mining guild. The entrance to this is in the east of Falador, down some steps. It could be most useful to you. Okay, so the mining guild, we're going to need 60 mining to get in there, which is way more than half again what we've already got. I think it's like triple or more. So it's going to take us quite a while to get there. However, mining a lot of rune essence recently for rune crafting when we're ready for that. And also, collecting all that ore for the smithing is pumping us up. Not to mention the clay we were using in crafting as well. Let's speak to the cook here, because my cooking level's gone up a fair bit as well. Maybe he's got something to say for the intermediate cook. Speak to you. No, he's only going to teach me the basics. Well, I already know the basics. In fact, I've just hit 25 cooking, so what I've been doing is using all those clay bowls I fired during my crafting and adding water and potato to them. So I've got a ton of unfinished stews, and then all the chicken and meat I will come across in my travels. I'm going to add to those stews so I get some decent healing items. Now my fishing has gone up to 20. I was fishing outside Draenor. But in order to take the... I already know the basics of smelting. Got any tips? I find it useful to stockpile my ore before smelting it in one go, or even do it on the way back to the bank in such places as Alcarid and Falador. But you can do it any way you want. One load at a time is fine too. Not too much you can do wrong with smelting. That's true, you can't really go wrong with it. He has got some good advice though, smelting on the way back to the bank. However, where I've been mining my iron ore, not really an option because I've been mining in Varrock. We haven't gone into Alcarid or Falador yet. But I've just finished smelting all my iron, which has taken me up from 18 to 26. That's given me 380 odd iron bars, which will get me to 33 smithing, as I mentioned. I also smithed, I think, about 56 2-hole loads of silver ore. Now I'm going to use that in crafting as well to get up to, I think, around about 23 or 24 crafting. I want to do that so I can get myself a tiara and combine that with my talisman, the air talisman I got, and then I can begin doing rune crafting. Now my magic has gone up as well. I've been slowly collecting some of the beads. I've only got one so far, but I've been using magic to hunt the imps, but I've run out of what's-the-majigs? Mind runes, so I'm going to have to go and either buy more or build more. Now once I have a full suit of iron, I'm going to make sure I build myself an iron axe, and then we're going to turn our attention to getting more wood cutting as well. So I want to get up to either 27 or 30 wood cutting. 27 allows me to use a more advanced canoe, 30 will allow me to collect willow, but since we're not even lifting our range level... Whoa. Let's not do anything stupid there. Earthstriked. Okay, let's quickly speak to this smithing guy here. I already know the basics of smithing. Got any tips? You might like to think about building up a backlog of metal bars to smith all at once, unless you're the type that likes to jump around between tasks. Look for the symbol on your minimap to find a bank to store your metal. Okay, well, this is pretty late game for teaching me about that kind of thing. That's exactly what I've done though. You'll see if I open up my bank here. Let's have a look. I got some various things from a couple mazes, including a little bit of coal and some death runes. Now we're miles away from being able to use death runes. However, I have, like I said, 386 iron ore bars, so I'm going to use those to raise my smithing experience, sell all my old bronze stuff, sell all the surplus iron stuff I get, hopefully build up a nice bank of cash to build or to buy at least 2 more staves of water and earth, and then anything I've got left I will spend on mine runes while I'm here. Okay, it's time to complete the Imp Catcher quest. I've spent the last half hour or so just north of Lumbridge Castle killing the imp there until I got all 4 of the beads here in this order: white, yellow, red, black, not that it matters. And we're going to head back into the Wizard's Tower here. Now, it was my original intention to play through this game in the kind of quest order or quest release order, with 1 or 2 exceptions, like doing Rune Mysteries earlier on. But then I made a mistake here because I thought the Imp Catcher was one of the starting quests, but it wasn't. It was added a wee bit later, not that it matters. Anyway, talk to Wizard Mizgog. So how are you finding my beads? I've got all 4 beads. It was hard work, I can tell you. Give them here and I'll check that they really are my beads before I give you your reward. You'll like it. It's an amulet of accuracy. You give 4 coloured beads to Wizard Mizgog. Okay, what's he going to do with these magical beads? Well, it doesn't matter what he's done, and you'll see we have ranked up considerably in our magic skill. I was using magic to hunt down these imps, since that's kind of the theme of the quest here. So we got 1 quest point, 875 magic XP. That's going to boost me up, I think, a fair bit. Where are we at? 15 now, so we were at 11. I think we were pretty close to 12. And we got, most importantly, the Amulet of Accuracy, our first kind of real quest reward that I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, congratulations, you advanced a magic level. Your magic level is now 15. You can now cast Bones to Bananas. I wonder how many people have ever cast that spell. Like, it does not strike me as a particularly useful one. What I'm going to do, though, is check this here, because I want to find out. 17, I can cast Wind Bolt. That's what I want to target here. So what I'm going to do is level up my character a little bit more before I go on to the next quest, which I think I'm going to do Shield of Arav, but I need to be just a wee bit stronger. I'm going to use my magic to get through that quest, but I want a strong spell like Wind Bolt, or at least strong at my level. What is my level now? Up to 11, okay, not too bad.